Do you want to add more positivity to your life? Ever wonder how people can keep a positive mindset? Like, are they faking it? Or are they really always this positive? I have come to learn that some people do have tendencies towards being more negative or positive due to maybe their DNA or maybe their upbringing. It doesn't mean that if we have negative tendencies that we can't develop positive thinking, because absolutely, yes, we can. It may require more effort and deliberate practice, but it is possible. In today's show, I'm sharing with you 4 tips that can help us be more consistent with positive thinking. I'm referring to those of us who do find ourselves more negative than positive. And by the way, P.S., there's a lot of us out there. You just don't always recognize them. Come on in. It's time to choose happy. Today is a new day and you have a choice. Do you want to stop the negative thoughts and live your life free of the limiting stories and fear that stands in your way of living a happy life? If you answered yes, you're in the right place. Hi, welcome to the Choose Happy with Marie show. I am so happy you're here. My name is Marie. I'm a happiness coach and author of the Choose Happy affirmation cards. For the majority of my life, I didn't feel I deserved to live a happy life due to past trauma that had happened to my family. So how does someone who didn't feel worthy of being happy finally live a happy life? Well, I learned the power of choosing happy. In 2020, I felt called to share what I learned with others. I authored affirmations to rewrite the negative thoughts that were a constant cycle in my head. And I published those affirmations that has become the Choose Happy affirmation card deck. It is now over 600 card decks in circulation internationally. You are not your negative thoughts. You deserve to be happy today. In this podcast, you will learn 3 things. The first, you will learn positive self-talk using affirmations aligned with healthy habits. Number 2, tangible ideas to overcome the limiting beliefs. And number 3, everyday living solutions to cultivate a positive mindset and live a happy life. It's time to get off the hamster wheel of everyday living and intentionally living our life, one Choose Happy choice at a time. Come on in. We are choosing happy. Hello, how are you? It's already September. How are you settling into your back to work and back to school routines? I hope they're going well. I'm doing good. Both of my kids are settled into their new university year. Time goes by quick. Over the summer, I updated the Choose Happy morning routine checklist. So if you're looking for ideas to improve what you do as part of your morning routine, check it out. The link is in the show notes. A friendly reminder that a sample pack of 5 affirmations do come with the morning routine. 3 affirmations are from the Choose Happy affirmation card deck so that you can have a taste of the deck before purchasing it. And then there are 2 affirmations that are brand new and all of them are written by me. So do check them out. September is a wonderful time to start new things. So if you're wanting to improve your mornings and you want to add affirmations to your daily routine, this is a great way to try affirmations. All right then, let's dig into today's training. Is your glass half empty or half full? Ever hear of that age-old question? The answer to this question is said to give you an indication of what your outlook on life is. Are you an optimist or a pessimist? How about if we just start by asking, what is positive thinking? Positive thinking usually comes with an optimism approach to living life. So that when we do adopt a positive thinking mindset, it can help us manage everyday stress. What ends up happening is that we don't let every little thing bother us when we are having a positive thinking mindset. because things don't feel so big. They just feel like something, and then we're able to handle it a little bit better because we're not thinking about the negative aspect of what is happening with the situation. When we adopt positive thinking, it doesn't mean that we're ignoring life's less pleasant situations. And it doesn't refer to fake positivity. At least it doesn't for me. It means that when we do encounter an unpleasant situation, we choose to approach it in a more positive and productive way. Instead of immediately thinking about like the worst thing that can happen, we pivot our thinking to what positive could come out of a situation. Remember, worrying is praying for what we don't want to happen. And if you haven't already listened to the episode about worrying, do check out episode number 59, titled, Worrying is Praying for What You Don't Want. Use this positive affirmation for when you're feeling worried. In this episode, I talk about what is worrying. Why do we do it? And I share with you a positive affirmation that is my go-to affirmation when I start feeling worried about something that is happening in my life. So do check out that episode and give that positive affirmation a try and see if that may be helpful to you the next time you find yourself worrying about something. So why does positive thinking matter for living a happy life? Positive thinking helps us manage stress better, and it actually can improve our health. It can lower our tendency towards depression, improve our resistance to illness, and gives us better coping skills during times of stress and hardships. By the way, for those of you who have signed up as members of Choose Happy, I'm so happy to have you. I'll be emailing actually examples of positive and negative thinking this week as part of the weekly email, so that you can see how maybe you might find you use these words in your daily interactions with others. And maybe next time you are about to say those words, you could catch yourself and replace it with the positive equivalent of what you may be about to say that has more of a negative tendency. It's a one-page PDF. It has 2 columns. One has a negative self-talk example on the left, and the right-hand column has the related positive thinking statement on the right. And just to give you like a couple of examples of what I put in this one-page PDF, for example, an example of negative self-talk that you may be saying to yourself could be, I've never done it before. And so the positive thinking equivalent to it would be, it's an opportunity to learn something new. Another example of negative self-talk you may say to yourself is, it's too complicated. Well, the positive thinking equivalent, you could say, I'll tackle it from a different angle. So those are just a couple of examples of what I put into this one-page PDF. And Choose Happy members will be getting that as part of their weekly email. If you are not yet a member, what are you waiting for? Join us. Just send me an email requesting this one-page PDF, and I'll send it over to you and get you signed up to joining us too. It's a great resource. I do keep it at my desk because sometimes even myself, I can catch myself about to say something negative, whether it's in my mind or saying it to others. And then I'll just kind of look at that sheet and go, ooh, I'm about to say this, So it's just like a trigger to kind of catch yourself and start rewriting that negative self-talk into more, to help you cultivate a more positive mindset. So great resource to have. I'll be sending that out. So what are 4 tips that we could use to be more consistent with cultivating a positive mindset? Tip number 1. Check in with yourself throughout the day. You could put a reminder on your phone, maybe mid-afternoon. You can even put a word that just kind of triggers you to check in with yourself. And what you're checking in is you're asking yourself, have I spent the day being negative? Am I being negative right now? How can I see the glass half full right now instead of half empty? What positive word or action can I take right now to change that negativity? So if you can put something in your phone, that a word that triggers you, that you'll know what that means, that when you write this word, it means check-in time. And so that can help you if you are in a negative mindset and you need help in just changing that up so that the rest of your day isn't so negative. So that's something you can do. You can check in with yourself and put that reminder on your phone. Tip number 2, surround yourself with positive people. Now, I know that's not always easy, like there are family members, there are people we work with that do have negative tendencies, and we can't exactly ignore them. But it is time to start ditching some of those negative people in your life. Limit your time with them if possible. Find reasons why you can't have lunch with them, for example, and don't feel guilty about it. If they want to hang out with you more, tell them they need to be a little more positive. Life is way too short to be hanging out with people who bring you down. Tip number 3, follow a healthy lifestyle. If you can, go for a walk every morning or at least in your lunch break at any point in the day. Exercise can positively affect your mood and reduce stress. If you want to learn a little bit more about morning walks, I did do an episode specifically for that. Episode number 48, titled, Ditch Morning Negative Thoughts Through Movement, the Benefits of Morning Walks. And in this episode, I explore about how when we take a morning walk, it really can help get our morning started in a more positive way. So do check out episode number 48 if you want to learn a little bit more about that. And tip number 4, to be more consistent with your positive thinking. This is my personal favorite, and it is listen to music that really resonates with you. I was going to say positive music, but positive music may not resonate with you. You need to find music that when you listen to it, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel happy. It just kind of tunes into who you are. I actually have several playlists that are my go-to for when I do need support with positivity. My playlists are on Spotify, but there's different apps and platforms out there that you can create your own playlist. So do take the time, start listening to songs and see how they resonate with you, and then you just start creating a playlist, and that becomes your my go-to positivity playlist. And you can play it daily. You can play it in the mornings as part of your morning routine, or during the day, and that can really help. Music is so powerful in helping us change how we feel. So if you have this playlist as a go-to, when you're feeling negative, you can just listen to this playlist, and hopefully it changes your energy and you can get a little bit more positive after listening to it. And a bonus tip, because I always like sharing with you bonus tips, and this too is a personal favorite of mine, is gratitude. When you do find yourself feeling negative, stop and think of 3 things to be grateful for. Simple things. Maybe it's a cup of coffee you're having. Maybe it's time with your kids. Gratitude is a positive emotion, and it's really powerful. So that's my go-to tip, that if you're just feeling negative, stop and think about 3 things that are good in your life right now. And they can be really simple things. You can think about that even if you're in traffic, you're walking the dog, anything else. If you want to learn a little bit more about the power of gratitude, check out episode number 57, titled Thank You. Use gratitude to reframe negative thoughts. And all these episodes that I've referred to, I will put them in the show notes so that if you are listening to it on Apple Podcasts, there will be a link to it. But if not, you can at least find it in your favorite podcast player. So now that I've shared 4 tips with you and a bonus tip, which tip will you take action on today? Will you put a reminder on your phone, say maybe around 2 p.m., to check in with yourself? Just to remind yourself to see your life as half full, as the glass half full and not half empty. What word could you use that would be a trigger for you? Will you intentionally try to spend time with more positive people today? Maybe find a reason to not spend as much time with those negative people in your life? Will you go for a walk? Will you eat healthier today? Maybe listen to your favorite music, create that playlist. And of course, will you take the time to say thank you for all the good that is in your life today? I hope today's show shows you how we can intentionally choose to be more positive. And it's always a choice. Yes, sometimes life hits us hard and we have difficult moments that we have to navigate. Those are really hard, and it is hard to find the positivity when something so negative is happening. I want you to honor those moments. But in your everyday life, what could you do to bring a bit more positivity? As I mentioned at the start of the show, there is a revised morning routine checklist on the website. So if you're looking for some ideas about how you could cultivate a positive mindset in the mornings, check it out. Check out the routine and the affirmations. The link will be in the show notes. Until next time, wishing you a wonderful week choosing happy. See you in the Facebook group. I hope today's episode empowered you to choose happy as you live your upcoming week. If so, please take a minute and share this episode with a family or friend who could benefit from it. I'd also love it if you could take 30 seconds and leave a review on your podcast app. Just scroll down and you'll see the space to leave a review. Doing this helps the show be found by others who are also looking to break free from negative thoughts and live a happy life. Remember to sign up to become a Choose Happy member to receive free resources as they become available. Link is in the show notes. Thank you for listening. Take good care and see you next week.